Hey, I hope everybody had a great Father's Day. We'll get started here in just a couple seconds. We'll let people come in here real quick if they're coming. If they ain't coming, they ain't coming, and that's okay. We just want to shed this little news and keep it pushing. Hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday. Yeah, this is a really cool deal, I think, what's happening here. Give it just a couple more seconds here. Let people see if they're coming. If they are, that's awesome. Got just under a minute here. Got this. Why is all this important? And I'll tell you why it's important here. This is very important. Okay, we got one person in here. We're going to give it just another 20 seconds and we will get started here. Five, four, three, two, one, go. All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. I hope you guys had a really good weekend. I know it was Father's Day weekend. I didn't want to do a bunch of stuff, and I said I was going to do it Friday, and just hadn't felt like that great, so I just didn't want to do anything. And then today, I was sitting here, and it I can't not share this news with you. So I'm gonna read you guys this stuff real quick, okay? So first of all, I don't know if you guys know this. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I hope you guys are all doing awesome. What's going on, yo? What's up, David Destroyer? What's up, Will? The idea here is, guys, is that Saudi Arabia is stopped selling. Hey, what's going on there, Eugene? Stop selling oil in dollars. They didn't renew their 80-year contract. That changes the light for everything as far as OPEC is concerned, and also with the way that these oil countries are going to be doing business, and from them exiting the rentier style business practice or the business model until they're basically going to be truly the people that control all the energy right now that's in the free world. So with them doing all this, hey, what's going on, Dave? What's going on, Eric? What's going on, Randy? Hey, Mr. Cook. Hey, Brandon. What's up, Willie? Howdy. Hope you guys are all doing awesome. With them doing this, they have really changed a lot of stuff. And remember, I keep talking about floating, and now you're seeing other people talking about floating. Floating is something it's part of why this all works. But the main reason why this all works is because let me read this to you. Countries like Iraq that will be impacted by stuff like what happened with Saudi Arabia, Iraq and other oil exporting countries often peg their currency to the US dollar. A float would stop them from pegging. It would also create supply times demand. But Iraq might face exchange rate volatility as it navigates currency fluctuations. This could complicate Iraq's financial planning and budget stability. Iraq might need to diversify its foreign currency reserves, which are predominantly held in US dollars, which they've already begun doing. They get yuan, they get euros, they get lira, they get several different types of currency now. So they've already done that. They need to diversify their foreign exchanges, which are predominantly held in US dollars. Managing a more diversified reserve could require more and new strategics and increases transaction costs. But again, cross-border settlements are something that they're already handling through this new system, and it's supposed to be faster, more efficient, and up to date. What's going on, Damon? Hey, what's going on, Iron Max, Sarah Yoakum? What's going on? XRP, Iron Man, what's going on, Big Law? Trade relations. Now, accepting multiple currencies could simplify trade with this country, especially with them developing a free trade zone and stuff like that. With having all those different currencies potentially fostering closer economic ties. For Iraq, trading in euros or yuan might strengthen their economic relations with like the European Union Bank or the Chinese bank, HNBC or PNC or one of those. Iraq might be need to adjust some of its economic policies. Yes, they do, and they're working on that, such as implementing a new and more robust investment law. Now, what could happen with OPEC is OPEC is going to face challenges in coordinating oil prices and oil production strategies. If members' countries start transacting in different currencies, this could lead to disparities and tensions within the organization. Of course, it will be. It's meant to cause confusion. Now, the US dollar dominance in global oil transaction has long been a pillar of OPEC's influence. Diversifying currencies could reduce the collective bargaining power of OPEC as it dilutes the unified pricing mechanism. I just read an article the other day that from a Chinese it wasn't Chinese. It was from, yes, a Chinese bank that said that the hedge money that comes in from the US dollar is not going to lose its dollar dominance through the next 3 decades, no matter what happens. I'm here for it. Big gang it's in the house. Good afternoon, Miss Brando. I just wanted to let you know there's a video out there, Sonny talking about raising the currency. It was just showing up on the internet now. I don't know who Sonny is. I hope he's got some decent information with proof. Hey, Pammy, influence. The dollar dominance in global oil transaction has long been a pillar of OPEC's influence. Hence the reason for BRICS. Hence for a lot of the things. Accepting multiple currencies might shift the geopolitical landscape as countries like China and EU gain more influence with OPEC. This could lead to new alliances and shifting global energy policies. All of this will. Everybody wants to have a their piece of the pie, and now's the time to do it. Now, you say, well, with Saudi not renewing their license, Iraq not wanting to have US presence or UN presence, how are they going to pay for this oil since they don't have a unified system of doing it? Well, they do actually. They have a project out there that's called Project M. Its focus is on improving cross border payments through multi central bank digital currencies platforms. This could potentially aid in revaluation of the Iraqi currency by enabling instant cross-border payments and settlements. mBridge could reduce the cost and time associated with currency exchanges, transactions involving the Iraqi dinar, increasing transparency. Distributed ledgers, DLTs, used by mBridge provide a full audit trail and transparency of transactions, which could contribute to a more stable and reliable valuation of the currency. mBridge also allows participating central banks in an issue to redeem its own CDC, which supports the use of local currencies like the dinar in international transactions, particularly in jurisdictions where correspondence banking has been treated or has been in retreat. This could help Iraq integrate more fully into the global financial system. Last but not least, by advancing cross-border settlements in the central bank, money and allowing for the use of local currencies, mBridge could help stabilize the Iraqi dinar by reducing reliance on foreign currencies. While the project is not specifically designed for currency revaluations or reinstatements, its capabilities to improve the efficiency, transparency, and stability of cross-border payments could directly support and strengthen the revaluation of the dinar as part of the broader financial ecosystem. So how would they do it? They could do it through mBridge, which again, depegging from the dollar, which is something we all really want to see it do, whether it enter into its own separate basket of currencies with some of the other oil countries, or if it goes standalone on its own. And through countries like mBridge are able to create supply and demand. Now the talk shouldn't be, oh, it's not, could it happen? The proof is in the pudding. So we're here, we're right in the frame of where things can start to really happen. I don't do time frames on Iraqi Dinar already. I don't do guesswork. I just report the news, that's it. I don't do that. Hey Nino, happy Father's Day to you too, brother. Sadani is in their video. Good for Sadani, but that's definitely how. So once you know the how and you know the why, the when is next. So to answer Rodney's question is now you just gotta wait a little bit longer and see. But again, if you've been in this as long as I have, every day the news is just so big. I mean, articles of everything, stuff that you never see in print. It's amazing. So it's a great time to be alive. It's also a great time to be invested. Hey, Mr. McDaniel, Brando, love when you come on and surprise us. Me too, man. Hey, Casmine, to finish the line. Hi, Mr. B. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing awesome, Casmine. But yes, the how, depegging from the dollar, thus creating a situation where a float can happen. B, how are you going to settle your cross-border settlements? Through this system right here. Now, this is also in biz.org if you guys are wondering where I got this information from. But the really cool thing about this is if you hear about the other central banks that are already doing this through mBridge, let me just read you this list of hitters here. As of June 2024, observing members of Project mBridge include Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, Banco Central Philippines, Bank Indonesia, Bank of France, Bank of Israel, Bank of Italy, Bank of Korea, Bank of Namibia, Bank of Bahrain, Bank of Chile, Bank of Egypt, Bank of Jordan, Bank of Malaysia, Bank of Nepal, Bank of Norway, Bank of the Republic of Turkey, the European Central Bank, International Monetary Fund, National Bank of Cambodia, Bank of Georgia, Bank of Kazakhstan, New York Innovation Center, and last but not least, the good old Federal Reserve Bank of New York City, Bank of Australia and South African Reserve Bank, and also the World Bank. So there's definitely a need that's been developed through the CBDCs. There's also been a definitive way that they feel that they can capture the cross-border settlements in faster time, thus creating less lag. And it'll also give more strength to the dinar because once they depeg, you'll need that supply times the velocity to create some type of cash flow to make it worth something. I keep saying this, guys. I'm not worried about the citizens' purchasing power. I know a lot of people love to say, "So they know the purchasing power is coming." Duh, dummy. Well, that's the easy part. But the government needs the purchasing power. The citizens are secondary. I know it's tough to say, but it's the absolute truth. Because if they actually really cared about the citizens, they could have done a lot of this work years ago. Let's just be honest. But they're doing it now. I'm happy for it. I love that they're doing all this. Yes, we are close, and I'm glad to say so. And you know what? I don't get caught up. Read the news. Read the news. Okay. And I love you guys. I hope you had a fantastic Father's Day. I hope you guys also had a stellar weekend. It's a beautiful day out. I hope you guys are reading all this stuff about the float. What does it mean? Using it, running it through your systems, and asking it questions. That's all we're doing here. So I hope you guys have a kick butt day. I hope you have an awesome night. And we did numbers in the chat. We've done. Let's do something different. Let's see here. Numbers, we've done hearts. If you guys like this content, you want more of it, let me see. I want you guys to put in the chat this time, if you guys like it, put 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 bird emojis. Bird emojis are cool. If you like bird emojis, put bird emojis in there. You guys did awesome on the last video. I really thank you guys for the support. Glad I'm back for a little while. This has been a lot of fun. Just trying to give you brief, concise content that you guys can get real quick and then get on with your day. Hope you have an awesome one. See you guys Friday, if not sooner.